Learner Pathways, Data Collection and Reporting, or DCaR, Step 2 of 3 for mass uploading a CSV file. Once you've completed Step 1, importing data using your CSV file from your system, you can move on to Step 2, validating that data. Select Validate Data. You'll see a list of all the rules in the system appear, and select, after you scroll down, the term Run Validations. It will now run against all of the data standard rules in the system the particular records that you have uploaded using your CSV file. Once complete, then you can close the validation run, and you can view the validation errors present in the file. With that, you'll see that it's showing errors here and marking them according to the rules in the particular records and how many records it affects. Sometimes you may have a number of records that have a similar type of error. In this case, we have different isolated errors. Sometimes, as in this case, it is simply a formatting issue, as we'll demonstrate, and you may wish to edit that right in the system. Other times, though, you will see in this case course ID, credit value, delete record, etc. These are mandatory fields and actually affect the content of your data. It's recommended that for all of these types of scenarios that you would go back to your institution's CSV data file and actually make the corrections right in that file now that you know what the errors are. So for example, you can't have a range. You need to pick what is the single credit value. Is it 3? Is it 6? And insert that here. Here we're missing an institution course ID, which is required to have a unique identifier for every record. We'd need to find that in our system and insert it here. Here we have a date formatting issue, which we've accidentally flipped to day, month, year instead of the required, as you can see here, day, month, year. It's very important that we have both the formatting, the character length, and the required information present in the file before we re-upload it. And it's recommended again that you change that directly in your institution system as the source of truth, and then re-upload this file using the same process that was just outlined a moment ago. If we were to also illustrate how you could edit a record directly in the system, after we viewed more details about the error, which you can do for each item by clicking on that filter, I could either then say, okay, I believe that this is not a content data issue. It is more so a formatting issue. I might click on the pencil and I might choose to edit it right here in the system and just flip the data format if this is my only record that it exists for, and click Save. And then with that, anytime I make a change and correct an error, whether I re-upload my file or whether I identify a single item like this, I need to revalidate the data, run the validations again according to the rules to confirm if I have actually corrected that particular error. And then once I've revalidated those rules, as you see it happening here on the screen, then once it's complete, I can again close that. I can close off the previous view that I had, and I can view the validation errors again. And I've confirmed that I've removed that formatting error, and it's the other errors that remain. Again, instead of changing these using again the filter by rule directly in the system, other than to view what the error is, it is recommended to do so directly in your CSV file by making the edits to whatever the errors are, and then re-uploading that by importing it again, and then revalidating again. This is the overall process for doing the validation data step 2 of 3. The third step is outlined in an additional video, which is publish data.